Yeah, what's up 402 crew, and welcome to the inside of a Suzuki Jimny.
You know who made it.
That's right, we are here all the way in what we thought was going to be a sunny Durbs, KwaZulu-Natal down in South Africa. It's usually beautiful weather at this time of the year. Back on the drive with the Suzuki Jimny 1.5, like I was saying, 75 kilowatts, 130 newtons. So good amount of power for this little steed. And a trusty little steed it is. I mean, this is proven to be one of the most reliable vehicles around the world, and it has a cult-like following across the globe for that particular reason. Besides being reliable, it is one very, very capable vehicle. This says partial four-wheel drive with low range ability when you need it, and the road can be anything you want it to be in this vehicle. So trumps a lot of the bigger four-wheel drive vehicles out there, and it's the reason why it has the following it does. People get into this vehicle because, number one, it's low cost. So the model we're driving today is the 1.5 GL Auto. Comes in at around the 360,000 mark, and it's got your power steering, it's got aircon, it's an automatic, and we like driving autos only because of the traffic conditions. The manual would be just as good, but yeah, very basic on the inside, and lots of hard wearing surfaces, scratchy plastics all around, but they look good quality. Very, very basic. There's not even a mirror on the passenger side, so don't buy this if you're looking to change your makeup in here. Rather do your makeup at home. The instrumentation adequate, gives you all your economy meters down below, and steering wheel's got some multifunction buttons, which is nice. I can do a telephone link via Bluetooth, and you'll check these little buttons here. Quite handy actually, and quite well placed. So really nicely laid out interior. Window buttons, of course, in some markets these cars have the ability to go roofless, and there are no electronics indoors, or very little electronics indoors. So in some markets you can go roofless and doorless if you so choose. Traction control, hill descent control, all there for those off-roading trips when you need it most. And like I said, can outperform the hardiest of the four-wheel drive vehicles out there. And we've done a little bit of off-roading with this vehicle this weekend, and I am super impressed with how this handles any obstacles you throw at it. It can be the steepest of inclines, and this little 1500 really works its way to get you out of any situation. And then out on the open road, if you're driving this as an in-town vehicle with the occasional off-road, which is probably why you'd buy it, fuel economy is perfect. This thing averages around the 7.5 liter per 100 kilometer mark, and the performance is adequate. Keeping up with traffic is almost a no-brainer. up to 60, 80 k's an hour. That's easy peasy. And it's only when you get to real highway speeds, 120 and beyond, that you feel a little bit of need for a little bit of extra power. Otherwise, really, it's a great little vehicle to drive around with. Headroom more than adequate, and the boxy design played to that and played to the practicality of this vehicle. So it's not great for aerodynamics, but that's not what this was built for. This was built for you to slow down and enjoy life, and that's exactly what we're doing. And really, let's take it up to speed and see how that feels. More than adequate acceleration, really. You shouldn't want for much more than this. I mean, I'd love to have a little turbo coupled to this 1500 engine, and I know there's some touring companies out there. If you are so inclined, you are spoiled for choice for accessories on this car. In fact, everywhere we go, you know what people call this? Baby G. Baby G because of the Baby G wagon status. One of our previous videos, we showed you a Liberty Walk equipped Suzuki Jimny, and really this does look like a Baby G once you get out there. Okay, onto the highway we go. And again, adequate acceleration, keep up with traffic, up to 120 k's an hour. Well insulated, not a lot of wind noise coming through, and the ride is pretty damn comfortable. Pretty damn comfortable. Handling, obviously this is not a vehicle made for great handling, but it handles what normal daily driving will chuck at it with ease. And all right, so where does it leave us at the end of our 3-day test drive of the Suzuki Samurai, because that's what it's called in some parts of the world. Great little all-rounder, but, and there are some buts. Would we spend our hard-earned money on this? Not so sure. Only because for the daily grind, it doesn't make a hell of a lot of sense. There's not a lot of storage space in the vehicle, so the door pockets are shallow. There's no center console. There is a space for your phone. The cubby is quite small, and the mod cons are very basic, like we suggested during the test drive. Suspension quite wobbly out on the open roads compared to what you would be used to in the likes of an independent suspension car. I mean, this being ladder frame suspension, it obviously will not give you that kind of ride comfort, but nonetheless, this does make for a great alternative vehicle. So if you're looking for something that's going to give you your kicks off-road from time to time, this would be more than perfect. Don't have to look any further than this. But if you're going to look at this as your daily and expect the kind of comfort and quality that you would out of any smaller hatchbacks or sedans for that matter, or SUVs, you're not going to get it in the Suzuki Jimny. It's a very back to basics, retro kind of vehicle, and I think that's where it scores the most points. So if you're looking for that, 5 stars, but if it were our money, we'd be spending it somewhere else, because we are not the off-road type people, we're not bush people, and for the alternate, I'm happy to either hire or rent this from someone else for the time that we need it. We do love it when we drive it, but not for the daily drive. And I think that sums up this test pretty nicely.